My turn, Yugi boy.
What's going on today, guys? This is Jason, Duelist for the Rogue, bringing you another duel video here. And we have Altergeist versus Infernoids. And as you can guess it, we have Altergeist on the left, piloted by Gus, and we have Infernoids on the right. And I do believe Gus does win the die roll, and he will opt to go first. Alright, so I do believe we will be kicking it off here with a Pot of Extravagance. Looks like he's giving that extra deck a good shuffle. And, banishing 6 to draw 2. Alright, he draws 2. Looks like he draws up to a Solemn Warning and an Effect Failure. Normal summoning the Marionetter, which allows him to set an Altergeist trap card from deck to the field. I do believe he'll be setting Haunted Rock, which Haunted Rock does allow itself to be activated as soon as it's set by an Altergeist. Looks like he's going to be sending Siliquitus, and linking off the Marionetter and the Siliquitus into a Hexia, I do believe it's called. The card's called name. Hexia will be linked off into a Link Cross, and for those 2 tokens, I think it's a pretty smart move to link off the Hexia, just allows him to search that multi-figure, which allows him to play Yu-Gi-Oh on his opponent's turn, because who wouldn't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh on your opponent's turn? And he'll be setting 3 cards, which I do believe, one is definitely the Warning. So 3 face downs, 2 tokens, and a Link Cross. Rico's going to start it off with his own Pot of Extravagance, which will be met right away with by an Ash. We're going to see activation of Layer of Darkness, which is a great field spell. It turns every monster on the field to dark, and also allows the Infernoid player to tribute his opponent's monsters. We do see a Solemn Warning on the Decatron, which is met by a Red Reboot, which is also met by a Solemn Judgment. So it looks like both players paid half their life for a big pivotal point in the duel here. So we now have the Infernoid player at 4,000 and Altergeist at 3,000. Looks like he'll be banishing the Decatron to special summon an Infernoid, which allows him to pop a spell trap card. It looks like he will be passing turn. So Gus is weighing through his options here. Looking to see what he can do. And while we're waiting on him here, just want to let you guys know, make sure you guys like and subscribe so we can bring you guys more awesome content. We do have a lot of videos planned for you guys this week. And it looks like we are going to have a token and a Link Cross linked off into a Nightmare Phoenix. Gus opting not to use the effect to pop the Layer of Darkness. Probably want to make sure he keeps those resources in his hand. And then linking off the Nightmare and the token to a Nightmare Unicorn. And then linking off the Multi-Faker and Milseek for another Hexia, which allow the Milseek effect to go off to, I do believe, add the Marionetter, and he will be normal summoning the Marionetter. Which that will allow them to add, for the life of me, I cannot pronounce that card, but it's kind of like a Call of the Haunted for Altergeist. Upon activation, you can bring out Altergeist from the grave. It looks like the Infernoid player is going to activate Quick Effect to tribute it. To, I do believe, banish the Hexia on the grave. I do believe we will have battle phase, so the Unicorn going over the Infernoid and Hexia smack him in the face for about 1500, I do believe. Guest passing turn. Since his monster is distributed due to Layer Darkness, he does receive a token. And that trap card will be activated. Call the Haunting back the Multi-Figure, which allow Multi-Figure's effect to activate. Special summoning Siliquidus, which is now giving Gus a active bounce on the field. See a normal summoning of the Decatron, which will be met with an effect failure. I do believe it's called Decatron. It's either Decatron or Megatron, or, well, I know it's not an Autobot, so I do believe it's called Decatron though. Well, that will be linked off to a Link Karibo, and then met with a Infernoid, banishing the Decatrons from grave, which will be immediately met with a Crackdown. Just waiting on a response because he does have a quick effect he can activate, which will allow him to tribute a monster on Gus's side of the field. Looks like he's going to be attempting to tribute the Siliquidus, and also banning the Siliquidus from grave. Alright, and now he's taking the Infernoid, ending turn and giving himself a token. Alright, switching the token to attack mode. Looks like the token's going to go into Link Karibo. And a Multi-Figure is going to go into the token. And I do believe that will be the end of game one. Kind of wrapping up the rest of his life points there. Looks like they're going to start the sighting process, and that's the part of the video you guys get to hear me tell you to like and subscribe again. Make sure you hit that notification. Definitely trying to get those subscribers. Probably thinking once we get up, not sure the exact number, but maybe 500 subscribers is a good first goal. Probably do a giveaway for you guys. Have some ideas already. Yeah, like I said, just make sure you like and subscribe, and we will definitely keep providing that content for you guys. Yeah, the Inferno player is piloted by Rico. He's very good. He can pilot almost any deck I've seen. He actually beat me in the tournament in first round and in top 4. But if you want to check out that video on the top 4 match, go make sure you check out Team COG. I do believe he'll have that video up shortly. Game 1 was phenomenal, I must say so myself. Game 2 and 3 was it was a blur. I don't even remember it happening, it was so fast. But that game 1 though. Alright, looks like we are actually going to get started back up here. And looks like Rico's going to give Gus the opportunity to go first again. Alright, looks like we're starting it off again with that Pot of Extravagance. Banishing 6 to draw 2. Looks like we drew it to a DD Crow, which is probably a really good side option. As soon as the Infernoid's at the graveyard, you can DD Crow, make sure they don't have any tribute fodder. Millseek is going to be normal summon and then linked off into a Link Rebo. And that will be adding him a multi-faker to hand. Which is going to be really good because we can start his engine on his opponent's turn. And gotta love Altergeist, ladies and gentlemen. With a set 2 and pass. Looks like the first move will be the Twin Twister met with a Solemn Judgment, dropping Gus down to 4,000 already. Resolution will get a multi-faker, which will allow him to special summon an Altergeist from deck, which will be a Mulseek. Looks like the DD Crow will be activated, removing the Infernoid, just to make sure there's no resources in the grave. I do believe that's called Void Imagination, which will allow him to bring a Infernoid spell or trap card from deck to hand. And he'll be activating, which I'm not entirely sure what that does. Regardless, it'll be met with a Solemn Warning, paying 2,000 to negate the summoning. Which is, a lot of people don't realize, you know, paying life points is a great resource in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! You gotta use it just like you gotta use the cards. Looks like that Millseek and the multi-faker will be linked off. Maybe. So I guess is rethinking his play here. He's gonna bring back the multi-faker and Millseek. Switching them into attack mode and summoning a Siliquidus. Setting 1, and we will be I do believe commencing with pokes with Millseek effects will send a spell card to the grave. And Siliquidus and multi-faker and a Link Rebo. I do believe it's a little over 2,000. And after battle phase is evenly matched, which is gonna hurt quite a bit. Looks like he's opting to keep the Siliquidus and banish the rest. Looks like we're going to be starting off with, I do believe, another Void Imagination, which he brings Void Feast to deck to hand, which he'll just probably set and pass. Alright, he'll be activating the Void Feast, which allows him to special summon Infernoids up to the level 8 from deck to field. And it looks like he's going to be bringing out a Decatron, and that guy. I'm not entirely sure what all the Infernoids are called. Alright, looks like the Siliquidus will be attacking a low-level guy. The set one and pass from Gus, and then I do believe that allows him to say no if anything is responded to his Altergeist, I do believe. But I do believe it's mainly just to get the Siliquidus a bounce. He will be summoning a Decatron to send an Infernoid from deck to grave to allow it to gain its effect, I do believe. Which will allow him to pop the Siliquidus. Looks like those two will be linked off into a needle fiber, and with Decatron being a tuner, will allow him to special summon another Decatron. And those two will be linked off again, it looks like. Not too entirely sure what that was for. Looks like he ran to the big booty Altergeist. Looks like we're banishing 3 Infernoids for one of the big Infernoids. I do believe that's a spell in Trap Negate, maybe? Looks like we're banishing 6 to draw 2 again. I do believe it's Equimax that he summons. Because he summoned it on me, I remember. The one punch. Looks like Gus will be normal summoning a Marionetter. Which will allow him to set the call by the haunted. It's not actually called by the haunted, but it's the Altergeist is called the haunted. Marionetter's effect, targeting itself to allow the Siliquidus to be special summoned from the graveyard. And Siliquidus' effect to bounce the Altergeist kind of hand trap back up to the hand, so allows them to shut off a negate and an attack. Looks like we're going to be seeing another Marionetter come on the field. Crazy to think about all these small Altergeists that need one big attack from those Infernoids. I guess is going to be taken out with his remaining 2,000 life points. You can see Rico trying desperately to get a big monster on the field just to do 2,000 damage, which that attack was going to be denied as well. Looks like after the battle we're going to see a Gozen match. which will send the Marionetter to the grave. Looks like we'll be setting 2. And a little poke from the Siliquidus for 800. And special summon of the Panker Chops coming out. Looks like Panker Chops' effect will be targeting to destroy the face-up trap card, which Siliquidus will bounce it to the hand. Looks like we see another Marionetter being summoned. This looks like Gus is steamrolling here and getting his really good defenses up. Our Infernoid player weighing his options, see what he can do. Looks like we'll see banish Infernoid to summon another one. This will be met immediately with a crackdown. His effect to tribute himself and to banish I do believe the DD Crow from grave, just so Gus doesn't get that crackdown off. Looks like we're summoning another Marionetter. We're setting a trap card. I do believe this is going to be pretty close to game. Looks like the Marionetters are going to be linked off. Possibly. Looks like all of his extra deck's been banished for the extravagances. Swinging for 16, 16, and an 8, so that'll be a 4,000. I do believe that should be game. Or maybe not, maybe one more turn. And it looks like our Inferno player admits defeat like an honorable man he is. And that is going to wrap us up today, guys. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and make sure you guys to like and subscribe for more videos. This is Jason from Duelist of the Rogue, signing out.
Finding trouble, never looking too hard. Well, back at class, they never taught us this.